special art for the cards. I'm like, yeah,
Nice.
fucking $50 here. I get to open 50 packs. I don't even care. I just want to open them. I don't know. It's fun.
It's fun.
That sounds like someone I know.
No, that's I don't even want to play the game. I just want to get the character. And then
Sounds like someone I know.
Mm-hmm. So we're back, campers.
Yes.
Oh.
Welcome back to the
that was
Campfire
the preamble. To time this podcast, we have just gotten our stimulus checks.
Yes.
And we all have spent it on alcohol, shoes, cigarettes,
drugs,
and ant farms.
So sea monkeys were in the mix, but originally, we wanted to commit to one animal, and just the ants won out.
You know what sea monkeys are?
Aren't they like just krill, like tiny shrimp or something?
Yeah, they're like dehydrated, like some kind of krill thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do with them afterwards.
Didn't know that a sea monkey was real.
Oh no, yeah.
I thought you like buy a kit of like little foam sea monkeys and
No.
put in water and they grow.
No, yeah, they're real.
Yeah,
they don't look like the picture. I think
No.
the picture is popularized by The Simpsons with the three they're purple and they have like three little things on them. Yeah, but sea monkeys are those little dehydrated like tiny shrimp or tiny like crab things.
Yeah,
You
they're
have a
like
picture of
little
them?
boys.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
Like some kind of
Little tiny little
microscopic
boys.
fucking.
They're a little bigger than that. They
This
do
is
look like
what I was thinking. The sea monkey.
From fucking South Park shit. Yeah.
I was like,
the semen monkeys from South Park.
Oh my god.
So hold on, let me show the picture. Well, I gotta keep the wiki open so I can be smart.
Anyways, welcome back to Campfire Cast. While they're searching that, I'm your co-host, Olivia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut silence out, I guess.
No, I gotta keep on talking while I do this.
Oh, okay. Unironically, I haven't bought anything with my stimulus check because all the stuff I would usually buy would be like clothes, which none of the stores are open right now, or makeup, which none of the stores are open right now. Or I would like to go to Fry's Electronics and pick out my own computer stuff and have fun, but they're not open right now.
So anyway, we're still here. You can't see it, but we're 6 feet apart. Yeah, so I can prove it right now. 1 foot, 2 foot.
I was gonna laugh, Jesus.
You was gonna laugh. Okay.
Not anymore.
Anyway, as it's been labeled on the podcast, we're not watching these in order. We're watching the Amazon Criterion Collection, hand chosen by Mr. Amazon himself.
Yes.
His favorite episodes for season 1. It says season 1. It is not season 1.
No, it says volume 1.
Volume
it is not
1.
Season 1.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Ridiculous. That's a Harry Potter spell. What a good book. What a well-written book.
Is that really it is.
Yes.
Ridiculous. Wow, that's...
Wow.
She put the bare minimum effort into that.
I mean, look, she got paid, so...
Yeah. You gotta move. You still get paid from that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we watched 2 episodes for this, and I know our last episode was about something else.
Creepypasta.
Creepypastas. Yeah, I know. That was a lazy episode.
It wasn't really.
But this one, we didn't change anything because we still took no notes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but also we had already watched one of the episodes,
Yeah.
and now it's been like 2 weeks, and it's too much.
Okay.
It's too much.
But the next episode, listen guys, the next episode is the one to listen to. Listen to this one first though. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the bell for notifications.
Yeah, subscribe, hit the bell, share with your friends.
Donate to our PayPal. The link was in the description.
Yeah, share with your mom.
Share with your
mom's
mom.
friends.
Yeah, this is really big with the geriatric couple thing.
Yes, our target audience is 60 to 80-year-old.
You know what? Here, new game. New game right here. Just send this out. They don't have to listen to the whole thing. They just put the view count on there.
They don't even have to listen to it at all. Just turn it on, turn the computer off.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
Yeah,
and that that helps us a lot.
Music.
Yeah, there you go.
About 2 minutes in, I think that's when it was.
And if you haven't heard of it, just imagine the best podcast that you listen to, and just think that, man, that was that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make it up. Have fun.
Make it up. Don't even listen. Actually, don't even listen. Turn it on. Put your computer on mute. Walk away, and then just tell your friends it's the best shit you've ever heard.
Yeah. Easy. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a new game. Just I'm gonna call it litigating intricacy experts. You can be my liars.
Oh my god.
That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
All right, so join us next time. Boom, boom, boom,
Yep,
boom,
that was it. Bye.
That was it. The rest of it will just be silence.
Yep. Starting now.
It's a moment of reflection to me remembering what the episodes are called that we watched.
I thought you looked it up.
I did. Episode
The Midnight
the
Madness.
next one, Midnight Madness.
Mhm.
A good episode.
That was good.
It was really good. I was really sleepy when we watched it though, so
Oh,
I
me
kind of
too.
zoned out a little.
So usual.
But I'm sleepy all the time.
Yeah, so we have our two characters, Darnell
Mhm.
and Clarice.
Clarice.
Is that real?
No, it's actually
I was like, isn't it like? No, it's not Kiki because Kiki's the one who tells the stories.
Okay, so this is we didn't take notes on this one, so
No.
we don't listen. The episodes are on order, so the Campfire Kids will just be referred to as the Campfire Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that's what our listeners are called. Yeah, the Campfire Kids.
The Campfire Crew.
The Campfire.
I can start calling them the Campfire Kids.
The Campfire Kids.
Yeah.
We'll work on that. Next episode will be really structured, but this one we're just playing it by ear. Frank is telling a story. This one is takes place in, I think, all in a movie theater.
Yes, it does.
But like a big movie theater, not like a Cinemark, like some kind of
Like a classic.
Like
it used to be a stage play theater that they turned into a show.
A theater where people would come in with tuxedos and they would see Cindy Ann go, I'm playing on the piano, and then they would all just clap. And that's how it was. That was entertainment before everyone else's culture got involved. So they're in an old-fashioned theater. We have two workers, the Rialto. What are the kids' names? We have Pete and the other person.
The other person.
Katie. All right, Pete and
Katie.
Katie.
I thought it was like Kiki, but it's Katie.
It's not Darnell?
I thought I just threw that in there.
Wow.
Darnell Jackson and
that sounds
and
right.
what was her name again?
Katie.
Clarice.
No, actually, I think it's actually Kiki and David.
Oh.
No, because Kiki and David are the campfire tellers.
No. Gary and Betty Ann are working to getting the campfire started. Kiki and what the fuck?
Yeah, you're okay. You know what? No, because I remember all of this. All right, so
I don't remember any of it. I was sleepy.
So we roll up. And they're working on getting the fire ready, and two of them are late. And they're like, "Why are y'all late?" And they're like, "Well, we had to get tickets to the Midnight Madness."
Oh, okay. That actually was an intro.
And then that prompted somebody. Yeah, I have a weird memory.
So
like,
I think it was Frank, because the story told by Frank. He was like, "You really want to go see the Scary Movie Marathon?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, how about this scary movie story?"
Yeah, because he was trying to. I think at the end he like baited them out of their tickets or something.
Yeah, that's the
so
reveal
like,
at the end. He was like, I actually want the tickets.
Yeah.
So the characters are Katie
and Pete.
Yes. Pete, who is always trying to shoot his shot.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Legit. He asks Katie out to dinner like it seems every night.
It seems like every time.
Yeah.
And she's always just like, I have homework, or like, I'm not interested, or like, stop talking to me, why?
So they work in a theater that has I think like a grandma walks out and she's like, oh, what a good movie.
She always watch it, like she always comes in and like Katie will always like take the cup of popcorn that she has, dump the popcorn out and then reuse it.
Reuse it, yeah.
But no, she's always like mad at the movies. The little old lady, she's like, that was terrible. And then she comes back.
That was terrible.
Standard old lady.
Yeah.
Like, standard.
That's our only customer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They showed scenes some other time where it's just like some just generic people, but in the seats that had, I think, even balconies, there was always just like a total of 8 people at most in theater. So they're cleaning it up and they're like, this job sucks. That's $6 is a good night for them, it looks like. So the theater's run by some old guy, and he's like, we're gonna have to work. It's not as busy as it used to be because of the multiplex that opened downtown, which is a terrible excuse because those movies would still be on reel.
Yeah, you should still be able to get those.
Yeah. So they would have been able just to show new movies at
I
their theater.
actually have some insight into this because
Uh-huh.
my sister used to work for one of the big movie chains. The actual movie chains, like whether it's Cinemark, AMC, whatever, they actually bid on what movie titles they want. They like bid on the licensing rights. So Disney will be like, okay, well, you can show this movie in this area, and you can show this movie in that area, and you can show this. Because it's all like, I mean, it's all money to them. They don't care. But whoever bids the highest gets to show Iron Man 3 on 17 screens instead of only on 3. So it's one of those, same shit, kind of like how at Target sometimes one location will have an item and, or a Target will have an item and a Walmart will have a different item. People are always like, well, why do you have item A and they have item B? I just want to go to one store and pick up both. They do the same thing. It's a bidding war of who gets to carry what item.
They still could have shown any movie, honestly.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they were just showing like 60s black and white movies.
Or even indies.
Oh,
Yeah, anyone could have brought in
That's
their movie.
But like,
most theaters like that today, they show a lot of indies.
they show a lot of indies or they
This
show
this
a
could have
lot
been an
of...
Alamo Draft House.
Yeah, a lot of ones that like the licensing rights don't matter to the fucking people anymore. They're like, oh, it's 2020 and you want to show the first Iron Man? Like, fuck it, okay.
Yeah, like I said, they could have been showing anything, but they were showing just some black and white movie.
Yeah.
The guy's just a cheapskate.
I
But
guess so.
that's why like big theaters and big stores can kill little mom and pop shops. Anyways,
Yeah.
enough about my special interests. I spend too much time on the internet and with people.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, edit in some crickets here for you.
You son of a bitch.
and then we'll go back to this.
Alright, anyway, so the multiplex is killing the little mom and
the
pop
multiplex
store.
is killing the mom and pop store. It's a movie
I
theater.
don't remember things.
So they're not getting a lot of customers, which I'm curious to how much he was even paying these kids.
I doubt they were getting paid.
I
They're
mean,
getting paid in experience.
Experience or popcorn. So anyway, a wizard comes in.
literally.
This guy comes in and he's crazy and eccentric. I forget it was Dr. Vink, which is a reoccurring character not only in the Are You Afraid of the Dark franchise, but as a reoccurring actor in it. He's in several episodes.
Is he the one who did Zebo?
I don't know if that was him or not, because he didn't have his beard on there. But in other episodes, I remember him having his beard. So he's in definitely other episodes too. I remember him being in one with the car as well. So yeah, he's used a lot. But he comes in and he's like, "This place is magnificent. It's glorious, and I guarantee that I can have it up and running and popular again." And they're like, "No way, whatever." He's like, "But you have to make a deal with me. If I can get this place bopping again, you have to give me the theater."
No.
No, it was.
You have to
show you.
They have to
one
show
of his
they have
movies
to
every
show
week.
one of his movies every week.
Yeah.
But also he gets the theater.
No, he gets the theater in the end because what's his
He got
name?
screwed over.
Yeah.
Oh, because he buys it. He buys it out anyway. Because he had the
Oh
the
yeah, he
certificate
had
at
the
the end.
deed at the end.
Yeah,
or
the deed
whatever
for
it was.
the-
Yeah. I think he like vampire tricked him into giving
Vampire
him. I don't know. He's a magic man.
You know, he reminds me of.
Hmm.
I don't know the guy's name. The wizard, the Harry Potter wizard with the weird eyeball.
Oh, Mad-Eye Moody.
Yeah. The guy who
It's-
turns
it's
into a
him.
rat
Yes.
and then gets
that's what it
closed
is.
into a little treasure chest looking box.
That's him.
I remember really specific parts of things, but if you ask me what one of those movies is about, I'm just like,
I don't remember much of anything. It's just kind of
It blurs after a while.
go and I go, I suppose.
Should I feel that?
Okay, here's it. Then tells that Mr. Vink there would be a miracle. The only thing he wants in return is one night a week to show one of his old movies. Dr. Vink says that he could give him 3 nights a week plus some money profit off of the snacks. He's not interested. He just wants his one movie
Yeah.
a week. So he plays the movie and he plays Nosferatu.
Yeah.
That is in black and white
Yeah.
and no sound.
Yes.
Like
And,
the classic.
Yeah, the classic.
Shit.
But he did famously appear on SpongeBob, so everybody was at the theater to witness a celebrity.
Edit in more crickets here.
You're so mean to me.
What?
You don't remember that episode of Nosferatu? It was the hash slinging slasher episode, And then at the end, they're just like, well, then who's been turning off the lights? And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Oh.
Which I wonder if they already had the licensing rights to show Nosferatu for Are You Afraid of the Dark, so they just decided to use it in SpongeBob.
That's public domain.
Is it really?
It
Yeah.
was, since it's
Oh.
been,
It's
I think
way
it's
too
like
old.
100 years, or it's less than 100 years when it becomes public
Oh,
domain.
sick. I didn't know
Or
that.
something like
But
that.
they changed that for Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Makes
Just
sense.
fucking everybody bow down to the mouse.
Yeah.
Mm.
I bet
This
that's...
is a good time to say we are sponsored by Disney Plus.
Disney.
Oh my
Which
God.
you can watch it.
No, we are sponsored by the mathematical function plus, because when you add two numbers together, anytime you add two numbers, we are sponsored by them. Mhm. I swear to God.
There's some more crickets again. Actually, our real sponsor is Fish.
Fish?
Fish.
Oh.
Popular for a long time now. Possible ancestors. They swim. They use water to breathe their gills to convert that into oxygen.
Yes.
Fish.
Fish? Some
I
of
hate
them.
fish.
Hey, fish.
Yeah.
I hate seafood, too.
Oh.
Yeah, but sponsored by fish.
Yeah, sponsored
So
by
I hate
fish.
them.
Fuck SpongeBob, but, you know,
Well,
they're fish.
It's fish. So,
Fish.
I mean, that's
Are
just-
there sea sponges?
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Those are real.
What the fuck?
Wait, okay,
Wait a
hold
minute.
on.
Sea
We have
monkeys
to pause.
are.
We have to pause.
Here we go. The next
Okay.
fight. Wait, no. Octopus are real?
Okay, wait.
Sea sponges?
Yeah, they're like real.
They were actually used as sponges for a
Yeah.
while.
Do they look like
I mean,
They
yeah.
They look like shittier sponges.
Yeah.
the volcanic rock scrubber thingies?
Yeah.
They look like that?
They're like weirdly shaped.
Oh, well, you know, the more you know. I
Yeah. Okay, so wait, I have to ask because I'm a bit. Okay.
Oop.
Jackrabbits.
Mhm.
You know, the rabbits with the antlers.
Yeah.
Real or fake?
Well, they don't have antlers per se, but they're real.
Okay.
They're very common around here. You haven't seen any?
So, so I was working with this one girl and I was like, oh, these pajama pants are really cute. They have little like jackrabbits on them with the antlers and stuff. She was like, yeah, oh my God, I love them. She was like, I've never seen one though. And I looked at her. This girl was like 29. I looked at her and I was like, excuse me? And she goes, yeah, I've never seen one. And I'm like, they're not real.
Oh, she said they're not real?
No, like
Oh.
with the antlers. With the antlers.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, yeah, I've never seen one with antlers before. And I was like, they're not real.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was fucking so funny. She like literally had a fucking mind freak moment. She was like, they're not real, but they're so cute. I got
Manticores
upset.
aren't real?
They actually had...
She thought they legit,
Yeah.
that there were rabbits that existed in the world that had antlers. Which, admittedly, that'd be fucking cool as hell, but
Yeah.
like...
It's like, don't, no. Griffins too? No, not cockatrice?
I'll tell you, I know it's off topic, but like up until like what year was it? I would say like 2016. I thought narwhals were fake.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say real, and we were gonna have another moment of like...
Yeah, I thought they were fake. Because
No,
you
they're
see like
legit.
a drawing or something, and then
Yeah.
you see a picture, and you're like,
The
I
fuck?
don't believe it. Still, it doesn't look. It's not natural. No,
It is weird.
It doesn't. It shouldn't be
I
real.
regret to inform you, it's extremely natural.
It doesn't look right. I don't know. I still don't believe. I don't care.
Yeah, now Bigfoot on the other hand.
Yeah, I believe that.
But yeah.
So he comes around here.
Oh yeah, nice
He
guy.
exists.
Nice guy.
Mm.
So it's the black and white movie. It's like guy runs, and then
Yeah.
like the words come up and they say, "I must run," and then Nosferatu sneaks in there, and the movie's really boring. I can describe it too much more.
Yeah.
And then the crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
She's like, that
bonkers.
the old lady's like, that movie was amazing. You show more stuff like that, and
You'll get more
you'll get
customers.
another hay penny from me. You see? So they keep showing the movie, and the thing is, when he says like you have to show my movies once a week, but they're showing the same movie.
Yeah, it's the same
It's always
one.
Nosferatu. So I think the movies are going really well, and doesn't the guy come in again? And he's like,
So-
they do something to cross Dr.
Yeah, they did something.
Yeah, they're like, we're doing so good. We have this new feature from blah, 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 and we're going to show it on Saturday, the biggest night of the week. And then they're like, but wait, that's Dr. Vink's night to show his weird movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was like, but more money, we'll get more money or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then Dr. Vink hears about it and is like, oh ho ho, no, that's not okay. And like curses the place, and then Nosferatu comes out of the fucking movie screen or whatever and
holy shit.
Starts trying to be like, I'm gonna get you. He bites the movie owner on the neck.
Oh, yeah.
The kids walk in and find him, and he's like, blah.
But yeah, is he just dead?
Yeah. Well, no, he comes back later.
Back.
He's like, I had the wildest dream. I think that's what it was, is he like had the wildest dream while Nosferatu was out running around, and he signed away the deed to the movie theater to Dr. Vink.
Oh, vampire
I think
magic.
that's what happened.
Wow.
Yeah, vampire
I
magic.
don't remember any of that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was
I think
very-
I know I was really tired.
It was a very semi-forgettable episode, I feel like.
It is interesting in concept because it's
Yeah.
literally the last action hero.
Yeah.
It literally, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
damn, that movie was good.
Almost exactly.
Um,
Oh yeah, so yeah, the guy gets greedy and he's like, wow, we're doing so well with this movie, we're gonna do something else. That makes Vink angry, and then I guess he activates his magic.
yeah.
And they leave the movie on. They don't take it off the projector while they're cleaning up. Pete and Kiki are just, I think that's right.
Katie.
Katie
Yeah.
are cleaning up, and Nosferatu comes out of the thing, bites the owner in the projection room because I think he was like falling asleep or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he proceeds to stalk the other two kids that work there.
Yeah.
How did they get rid of Nosferatu? I actually forgot.
Pete.
Oh, he
Jumps in the-
into
yeah.
to the movie. He went into the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
into the screen.
Okay, yeah, that was the recurring gag with the movie, is that every time it's happening, it is the hero trying to drag Nosferatu's coffin into the sunlight.
Yeah.
And it always ends with Nosferatu stopping him or just appearing at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pete jumps into it and then moves it himself, which destroys the vampire. They save the day, and they're like, woohoo, we did it!
He got that date, didn't he?
Huh?
He got his date too.
Did he?
We'll check if they kissed
think
or something.
so.
I don't know.
I think she hugged him.
Yeah.
I think she hugged him. He's like, whoa, yeah.
So similar to Dave in our previous episode, he
Yep,
also
it
got
Katie
on the
hugs
field.
him in relief.
Wow.
He doesn't remember anything, and they're like, wow, that was really good. And then that's when Mr. Vink comes in, and he's like, you thought you could go against our agreement? Surprise, I bought the theater.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show my movies every day.
night.
Which was actually kind of fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
People
kinda
liked
where
it,
we
Because
go.
the monster only came out when they
When
opposed
it
Dr.
was.
Vink,
Yeah.
and the movies were doing well anyway.
He's just a crazy guy who wants to make people watch his movies.
Yeah.
He's your weird best friend that keeps sending you YouTube videos. Become that weird best friend today. Share this with 10 of your friends.
Yeah.
Oh, and yes, here, Dr. Vink once again appears in The Tale of the Dangerous Soup.
Me every time I cook.
That'll be good, yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting, but it was also kind of
It
forgettable.
was interesting, doesn't make a lot of sense. It's a good gimmick that's better than The Last Action Hero. Go watch that movie. It's still pretty good.
Really good, actually.
Holds up.
You know what the whole thing reminds me of? I don't know if y'all ever seen Demons, the 80s movie.
Demons.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
People in the movie theater watch a movie about. It's like zombies, but they're all possessed by demons or whatever.
Interesting.
But they come out of the
ground.
Yeah, and then the theater is locked down. And everybody in the theater is like turned into zombie demons or whatever. It's kind of like that, except I don't think it didn't end so well.
Huh.
I'm not sure.
What was the
That'd
other
be a
episode
fun
we
one to
watched?
watch. Huh?
What was the other episode we watched?
Tale of the Midnight Rider or something, yeah.
Ah, okay. And that was the one we just watched today.
Yes.
Tale of the Midnight Rider.
Yes.
This one is just the Tale of Sleepy Hollow.
Do we want to talk about how we would make this one better?
The fuck is that?
Yeah. How would you make the Midnight Madness better? I think I would have put more stipulation on it, or I would have made the video from the start, like start biting people and then leaving. And be
That's
like,
what I
"Ugh."
was thinking it was happening.
Because they were watching it, like
They
were
were
under
living
some
in
kind of spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there's definitely like hints of vampire magic. But like also they could have just tied it together a little bit better for me if they'd like did little hints of the vampire magic more and then at the end tied it in with the actual Midnight Society with like, what's his name, Frank, like pretending to be a vampire or something, or like him showing, look, I even got bit, and like having 2 little dots of like ketchup on his neck or something stupid like
something
that.
Like that. Yeah, they don't do too much with the concept, and it seems like they just should have shown the movies, and it would have been fine. Like, you only have to play Vink's movie once a week, so you could have shown Iron Man on the rest of the days. And then
there you go.
It's Vink Thursdays. That's it. It's a cool concept. Yeah. Like I said, it's the plot of Last Action Hero.
But done in 24 minutes.
Yeah, but done. It seems like shorter.
Way shorter. Terrible acting.
But our next episode here, you're going to double feature of episodes. Yeah. Which may or may not be a thing. We'll see.
Yeah.
Is A Tale of the Midnight Ride, which is from season 3.
What the fuck?
Which is the first episode of season, the 3rd season. So we come into this episode, and I'm thinking maybe we should do some order somehow.
Yeah.
I might just buy all the episodes and we can watch them in actual order, and we'll just skip over the ones we already did. So this episode starts off with them already losing 2 members of the Midnight Society.
Yeah.
And having to bring in 1 more. So at the time, there was only 4 members. The leader, Gary, Kiki,
Frank,
and
Betty Ann.
And Betty Ann are you actually remembered that. Yeah. Are Betty Ann, and then they bring in Gary's brother.
Yeah, do they even give him a name yet?
I think it's Tucker.
Tucker? Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
So they bring him in, and I think the first episode we saw, Tucker was already like grown up.
Yeah,
So yeah, these are not in order. It's
We'll figure
it out. If we want to continue out of order or not.
I say we finish volume 1 and then we watch the other seasons in order.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. Well, yeah, we'll finish. The one we have is 7 episodes long, so we only have 3 more.
3 more, yeah.
3 more, and we'll do 1, then we'll probably do like a double to finish the last one.
Yeah.
Or we'll do a double and then have the last episode be its own.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a Tale of the Midnight Ride. It starts with them getting a new member, the brother, and they're like, "Your brother sucks. You have to bring your brother." And it hits with a little bit of reality. Gary says, "Hey, I can't come if I don't bring my brother here."
Yeah. Like, that's a legit thing.
Well, that's a legit thing. Yeah, like, I remember growing up and my friends being like, "Why did you bring little Stevie?" It's like, well, my mom said I can't come out to hang over here if I don't bring him. I can't just leave him at home.
Yeah.
So he has to bring him to the Midnight Society. Which is weird, because it
sounds like a terrible idea on the parents' part. Like, oh, honey, take your kid brother out with you while you go tell scary stories in the middle of the dark forest with your friends.
Well, they probably don't know about it.
Well, that's what I'm like.
So they won't know about it at all.
Maybe Tucker is blackmailing him.
No, for sure. For sure. Because I think we see Tucker, not in this episode he isn't, but we see Tucker in previous. I remember in other episodes where he's like, I made him do this. I made my big brother do this.
Yeah.
I think there's a specific, like, brother story that involves around that. So I'm sure he
Sounds
did.
Like Tucker's an asshole.
Yeah, he kind of is. But in this episode he isn't, but it's possible behind the scenes that he did that. But yeah, you do have to bring your little brother over. That happens a lot. That's a trope in real life.
Yeah.
So they bring him over and he's like got to prove he's part of the group. So he's going to tell a story. He hits with the basic Headless Horseman story.
Yeah.
Which starts us off with the history of the Headless Horseman.
Yeah, which everybody knows.
Everybody should know this. Johnny Depp goes to a small town.
Exactly.
So I've actually never finished that movie because there's like that one part where the chick looks up and her face is all weird and shit. And like every time it comes on, I just turn it off right then.
I don't remember seeing all of it, but they used to show it in class a couple times as like it's raining Friday, so we're gonna watch a movie because the teacher's not here today.
Just did that, yeah.
So I definitely remember seeing part of it through that. It was like, do you guys want to watch Titanic or Sleepy Hollow? I was like, I'm watching fucking shitty ass Titanic.
Good lord.
3-hour movie, 2 VHS.
2 VHS.
Yeah. A VHS is it's like a square DVD.
Yeah, it's a 3D DVD.
It's a 3D DVD.
Yeah.
So the story starts with a girl is taking her Halloween supplies and like a football hits her. Yeah. She drops all her shit and our new kid, whose name is Ian. Yeah. Ian comes in and he's like, here's your stuff, my lady. You know, you dropped this.
Literally.
And then Katie's ex-boyfriend Brad comes up, and he's like, "What's up, baby?" And I thought we were dating. And then Ian just shoots him down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He just gets on and moves right in, like switched out.
Yep.
And he just comes in alpha.
Took your name off the lease, put mine on.
Yeah, exactly. He pushes like him out of the way and then walks with his girl, or his old girl.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Because Ian comes in like stringy. He has a vest and a large, like, men's big and tall blue shirt.
And his
tie.
vest, I don't know if y'all noticed, but
He had
his
a tie,
shirt
too.
and vest were both tucked into his
The
pants.
vest was tucked in.
The vest was tucked into his
What's
pants.
the vest?
Yes.
That's fucking.
Because I
It
was
might
like,
have
oh,
been.
it has to be part of the shirt then, because it's tucked into his pants.
Whoa, you saying he had a shirt vest combo?
I think so. I think that.
Like a costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, every outfit in this episode looked like a costume.
But also, like, he explicitly talks with his hair flips,
Yeah.
his face.
Oh, what was
and
that
his
first
two
scene?
little, like-
Yeah.
Where they do like a jump cut and he's like, "Hello, Katie."
Yeah, he's like.
He does this like
bobbing
head
his-
flip.
Oh my god, like, there was a Vine a while ago, and it was just like, you know, when you're feeling yourself, and it's just this, like, person wearing this nice, like, straight wig, and they're bobbing their head from side to side, eating the Cheeto.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he talks like.
It reminds me of, well, I don't know Keanu's character in Bill and Ted, but it reminds me of that.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
it's
God,
very
yeah.
much
It's like
that.
he's trying that, but he's not getting it. He's doing something else. It's weird, and it's like all over the place. I didn't like it at all.
It's bizarre, and then he's also got, like, the finger gun hands,
Oh, yeah.
and he's always talking like this, like,
Always.
what do you want to do about it,
Very
Katie?
animated.
Yeah,
Like-
God.
he's very much acting.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
hard.
really, it's so bad.
This was my least favorite episode. Specifically because of the acting. It's just, whoa, it's out there.
It's not
All the
too
rest of the
great.
acting it's
Yeah.
bearable, but this was just
It
This
was
one's very
bad.
corny.
God.
It was amusing, and like I said, it's done well for what it is, but it
Yeah.
is literally just the
story,
Sleepy Hollow story.
Sleepy Hollow. It's literally
So
it.
to reiterate, for those who don't know the Sleepy Hollow story, Ichabod Crane is a schoolmaster in like the 1700s or whatever. He's trying to get to his town, and he takes the wrong way in a fork in the road. And the headless horseman, which was some kind of soldier who got his head blown off by a cannonball,
Yeah.
is seeking a head.
A new head.
He's trying to get some head, and he finds Ichabod, takes his head off,
Yeah.
and has a pumpkin.
Yeah.
There's a pumpkin.
Somehow gets a pumpkin on
There's,
his head.
yeah, there's pumpkins in this one. So anyway, we cut back to Ian just macking on Brad's girl.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I've had enough of this. Even though apparently they've already been
broken up.
broken
Yeah.
up.
Weird.
But Brad is trying to be like alpha and tough, but Ian just keeps accidentally doing it.
Yeah.
Which is the funniest part of this. Is that he already has game sometimes. It's like a switch goes off and on.
Yeah.
And then Brad is like, all right, that's it. You can't dance with my girl because they're having like a good time at the party, which is full of just sort of kind of, it was kind of nice just to see like costumes that were just like dumb Halloween costumes. There was a couple
Yeah.
clowns. some-
Generic pirate.
generic pirate.
Football
generic
player.
Football player.
Yeah.
That guy just is on the football team and he forgot a
I think so,
costume.
Yeah, literally.
Like, hold on, let me get my locker real quick.
Hippie. That was just.
Oh, yeah, hippie.
Yeah.
Hippie and girl?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all. Just a girl.
The Kim
girl.
Possible girl? She wasn't really wearing an outfit.
And she just had orange hair and was wearing like a green thing.
Yeah. So anyway, that happens. And he's like, all right, that's it. So we cut out to them side where Ian is about to box Brad. He's got his guns up. He's got his fist locked. And Brad's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's like, you can put your fist down. He's like, can I? Anyway, so he says, you have to go through our tradition. Everyone here's done it. Which is just like that episode with the girl in the house.
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
go stay in the house. Everyone's done it.
And back to Zebo also.
Back to zero, yeah.
Yeah.
So reoccurring gag here.
Reoccurring
I
gag.
guess that was big in the 90s. Like,
Yeah.
That was the
bullshit
line.
initiations.
Join our clique. You
Yeah.
have to do this. Like, I've never.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. I don't think people actually do that, or I've never experienced that.
Now that I think about it, I have, but it was 5th grade. I was new to this new school, and basically this like bitchy girl, Bethany, was like, you need to go do this, and then I'll let you hang out with my friends. And I was like, I don't really want to do that, so I'm just not gonna hang out with you. And then I just like sat on the playground and was like sad and lonely until one of my teachers bribed another student to come up to me and talk to me. And the only reason we're still friends to this day is because we both happened to play Neopets.
Oh wow.
That was it.
The great unifier, Neopets.
Yeah. It's my best friend Glenn.
Nice.
Yep. So
It's a
much
beautiful
fun.
story.
Thank you. I was sad and lonely, so my teacher bribed Glenn with candy.
Holy shit.
Olivia, put some crickets in.
Why are you so mean to me?
I was just playing.
But yeah, that's like the only time I've ever experienced that.
Yeah, I don't think I've had quite anything like that where it was like, you have to complete a dare to hang out with us.
Yeah.
But anyway, Brad says, if you do this dare, I'll cut you some slack. Which is
literally what he said too.
Oh yeah.
Word for word, nice.
So he's like, all right, well, I don't believe in ghosts. So what I'm going to do is do the challenge instead of just not.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting you, which I was already
Which he was already going to do.
Yeah.
So the challenge is to go on a pilgrimage, effectively, of Ichabod's Trail through Sleepy Hollow. And at the end, you have to make it to a soul bridge, the Bridge of Souls. And if you get there before... I think if you just get there in general.
Yeah, there's a pumpkin you're supposed to get and bring back.
And
or something.
the Headless Horseman cannot cross that bridge, so it's like safe space. So he's got to go there, grab the pumpkin, and get back. So he takes off, talking to himself a lot of the time. We can do this, Ian. We got this, Ian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He starts hearing. I think he does hear horse sounds.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really acknowledge it like they do later.
Mm-hmm.
He gets to the bridge. Sees the pumpkin, it's glowing, but it has a glow stick in it, and he's like, oh, geez, come on, Brad, is this it? And I think at that point, the Headless Horseman comes out and charges him with a sword.
On foot.
Yeah, on foot. He falls over, and he's like, no, Headless Horseman, don't kill me.
Don't take my head.
Don't take my head.
It's mine.
And then Brad's like, gotcha, idiot, it was me the whole time. I... instant transmission to over here before you could get here. So I guess they know another path, which doesn't come up later.
Yeah.
No, never comes up again.
And he's like, "You're a big coward." And the entire what's one of Brad's posse, the one with the cowboy that was like, "Ooh," in the background. This guy was animated. It was really fun. I think when Ian started talking trash to Brad, he does this O face. He's like,
oh yeah,
like egging Brad on, like, come on,
accidentally chewing the scenery for this time. So anyway, the whole crew is there, which I guess are Brad's friends. But the way that it's shown throughout the episode was more like that they were just people that were watching.
Yeah.
And I still feel like they were. I don't know if they were initially Brad's posse at all. I think they were just like bored.
They were just people.
Football Star continues to come back as well. He seems pretty sad that there's no engagement at the end there.
Yeah, they are.
But Brad says, you're a big coward, whatever. You expect this guy to protect you? And Katie shows up there too, because she was also with them.
She watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
She watched the whole thing and didn't say anything. And so what ends up happening is she's like, it's okay, you want to walk me back? Or he's like, I'll walk you back home. And they get over the whole thing pretty quickly. It's a pretty small event all in all.
Yeah.
But they walk back to the house, walk back to her house.
Oh, wait. Because after, they had their little talk on the walk back.
Oh my god, I completely forgot.
They ran into the ghost of Ichabod Crane.
Yeah, who, kept talking like James from the OG Pokemon series.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very foppish. He was
Yeah.
like, oh, hello, children.
Oh, hello, children. Could you
looking
point
for-
me into the direction of the correct bridge?
Yeah.
I've come to a fork in the road. It felt like they were playing it up for laughs, and Is it because he's supposed to be old-timey? Like,
I guess, but they do go a little hard on him. He's so like acting. He's acting so hard. He's like, oh, I'll be going. Yeah. So they tell him to go the right way on the bridge. The one that in the past story he goes the wrong way, and that causes him to get
his head cut off.
Yeah, it causes him to get head.
Yeah.
And the next one, so he goes the right way, which saves him. Mm-hmm. So then they walk back home, and he fades away from in the distance as soon as like they take their eyes off of him. Yeah. So he's clearly a ghost.
Yeah.
They make it back to the house, and Ian and Katie.
I don't know if her name's Katie, but we'll go for it.
Yeah, and her.
Yeah.
Show up, and he's like, it was really fun. I'd like to see you some more. And she's like, I'd like to see you some more. Yeah. Which was kind of nostalgic. Yeah. That was a nice little trip.
Yeah.
I remember that. And so Ian just goes in for a kiss. Yeah. Big boy Ian going in. Mm-hmm. And then the lights go on. And I'm kind of sad that we didn't see like a dad come out and be like, son of a bitch. Yeah. Kate, get in here. These dishes are going to wash themselves, Katie.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then you hear like a bottle break.
Oh shit.
And then like some classic sound effects. So that doesn't happen. Lights turn on. She's like, well, I guess I got to go back home. He's like, all right, I'll head back home too. Mm-hmm. But just a little cocaine there. So he starts walking back and
he's like,
sees the shadow on the door.
I forgot my key, or I forgot my bike. Oh, yeah. So he goes back to the school to get his bike, but he had the key in the pocket of a jacket that he lent to Katie because she was cold. So he can't get his bike. And he starts hearing the little hoof noises and the neighs, and he's like, all right, Brad, knock it off. And he's like, I need to get out of here. And then Katie just jump scares him from like the side. She rode her bike there. He was like, oh, you don't have to come. She's like, well, I brought your jacket. I was like, oh, I could have got it tomorrow. And then she dangles the keys out in front of his face, like, here you go. That was really cute. A touching moment. Very cute.
Yeah. So he gives him the key to his jacket.
Yeah.
Which we forgot he was wearing. And I forgot that she was wearing too, because she already had a jacket on. And he gives her his jacket later before they cross the bridge and see the...
I'm going to start doing that just so I can steal people's jackets. Just being like, oh, I'm just a little cold.
Just a little cold.
And then they're going to give me their prized jacket, and I'm just never going to give it back.
Holy shit.
It's mine now.
Yeah. So he gets the keys.
And the end game here.
The end game.
I just have a bunch of cool jackets.
I've become jackets.
I sell them online on the black market.
Oh, there you
go.
go.
I like to call it the Jack Market.
Oh, God. It's actually funny.
Thanks.
That should be someone's hustle.
I mean, shit.
Not to side tangent another podcast that I will not name right now. But I remember them telling a story where he was like, the kid was like, yeah, back in lunch, you guys didn't have a lot of milk, and they were like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I used to trade my lunch for other kids' milk, so I just had a bunch of milk.
What?
And all the teachers were like, why do you have all this milk? And he was like, suckers, I have all this chocolate milk now.
What the fuck?
That actually reminded me of like an awkward thing just like happened. Yeah.
Oh my god.
She just has a ton of jackets now and just never gives them back.
So many jackets.
Just collect the milk.
Holy shit.
Quick now that I'm on that side tangent. Have you ever traded your food for someone else's food during school? Like cafeteria time?
Yeah.
I have as well. No, okay. So, it has to be actual food you brought from home. You can't have traded your Doritos for someone else's Cheetos.
Yeah.
It has to be your sandwich from home.
So, I never experienced that, but I used to bring like the Nutty Butter Crunch bars, like every lunch because snack cakes, and they were my favorite. Mm-hmm. And this one girl always asked, she was like, "Oh my gosh, can I have one?" And they only come in a pack of 2, so I'm like, "All right, yeah, sure, fine." Never gave me anything back. And then there was one day that I didn't have any, and she was like, "What do you mean you don't have any? They're so good," and blah blah blah. And like, bitch, the fuck? So I never brought any to lunch again. And guess what grade this was?
High school sometime.
Senior year of high school. Right on the fucking money. This was also the same girl who told me that I was ugly for wearing makeup and it was going to make my skin trash, but also, like, fuck you.
That's a lot.
Yeah, she was intense.
She's a shitty person.
Yeah, she was a lot. You know what? We're adults now. And I never have to speak to her again.
Yeah, for a while now.
Yeah, thank God.
Oh, yeah, so he gets his
bike.
He bends down to unlock his bike, and then Katie, or that's her name, I guess, she sees a shadow on the wall. She's like, hey,
oh, yeah,
Ian.
And he's like, oh, Brad again? Well, I'll teach him.
Yeah.
So he goes to, like, where the shadow is being cast, which is on the wall, instead of where the caster would have been, which is in front of the lights.
Totally failed 5th grade science there.
Yeah. Logic is where he failed.
Yeah.
So he goes over there and he's like, where are you, Brad? And he sees the shadow on the wall, which is the Headless Horseman on a horse.
Yeah.
Pumpkin head and everything.
And then it comes off the wall in
Big budget
flames.
stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, ah, shit. And he starts running back. Is Katie there too?
And he's going,
run
Katie,
for your life.
run for your life, Katie!
Yeah, did they get on their bike? They do get on their bikes.
Yeah.
They dump it later. And they go. And I think actually Brad does show up again.
Yeah.
It's still in the Headless Horseman costume where he can't see anything, so he takes it off, and then he sees the actual Headless Horseman and tumbles behind a trash can going, don't take my head!
Yeah, so it turns around on him. I initially thought the story was going to be with the Headless Horseman taking Ian's head, and then Ian getting revenge on Brad or something like that. I do have a cool way to end this.
I do too.
So keep that lock. So they run back to the path. They're like, we have to get away back to the Bridge of Souls, which is a pretty cool name. I kind of hope that that's like in the city. You know, you want to get to Carlston, you need to go over the Bridge of Souls, take a left on Eisenhower.
If it's real. I feel like it.
I'm curious, where is Sleepy Hollow? Like Massachusetts or something?
I think so,
I
yeah.
don't know. It seems like it would be Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts?
Oh,
So-
it's in New York.
It's in New York?
Really?
Village in New York. It looks just how I thought it would look, actually.
I mean,
Huh.
yeah, I can see New York being like that.
You know, there are parts of New York, like if you don't live in New York City,
Yeah.
New York, there are parts that are like really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Right now it's just a ghost town.
Yeah, sadly. Get the fuck out of here!
And so they
I hate you so
they
much.
get there, and they're getting close to the bridge, and they get off their bikes for whatever reason. I guess they're just tired. I forget why.
Why did they get it?
Yeah, so they like ride for a little bit, they get off their bikes and they're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. And Katie's like, I know, let's go to the Souls Bridge and cross it.
Yeah.
And then they like try to get there. They get off their bikes because I guess it's faster to run because Headless Horseman guy is like gaining speed up on them. Which doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh no, because they get to hide.
Oh yeah, they hide behind that weird like tree thing.
Yeah, that Lord of the Rings tree.
Yeah.
We all know the one. And it doesn't work because he's immediately there and he's like swatting at the roots on the thing.
He is not complying with CDC guidelines. He is 2 inches away.
He's just missing dialogue saying, I can see you.
Yeah, literally.
So then they're like, we have to get to the Bridge of Souls. And Katie's like, I'll go. I'll sacrifice myself.
Oh, yeah.
And you can make it. And he's like, okay.
Yeah.
So
Totally chill with
No
it.
hesitation.
no hesitation. So he runs off, and she's like, "Come over here, Headless Horseman." Booga 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 or something. I don't know. I forget. And he's like, "All right, I'll just kill her then."
Yeah.
And then she's dodging behind the trees, which you can't really get in there with a horse too easily.
Yeah, she was
Still a big animal. And then she inexplicably trips
over nothing.
over nothing. It seems like she tripped while falling already.
I hate it. I hate it. It's the stupidest shit ever.
So he turns around and picks up the pumpkin from the bridge and throws it.
He's like, yeah, we'll see if we can rewrite this story or some shit. Throws it. And the Headless Horseman, like, knocks it over with his fucking sword.
Yeah, he hits it with his sword.
No one
he
cares.
chases him and he starts running in slow motion. And he gets to the bridge and the Headless Horseman just incinerates.
He explodes.
No, he exploded. It looked like a 2000s like bomb in a video game.
Yeah.
Like the the bomb has been planted.
It's fucking CS:GO.
Yes, it looks like a CS:GO explosion.
Yeah.
So she's like, Ian, and he's off the side of the bridge somehow. I guess they were trying to go for like, did he get him or not?
Yeah.
But it was pretty clear that he didn't get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty obvious.
Yeah. So he gets back up, and they're like, we made it. And then the ghost of Ichabod Crane comes up. He's like, ooh, how are you children up to? I seem to have gone the wrong way. And they're like, oh yeah, he's like, you all kids can't be out too late. There's a headless horseman out here.
Yeah.
So they tell him to go the wrong way, which is the right way for history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's the end of the episode right there, right?
Yeah, that's it. They're all like cheering Tucker on, like, oh, good story, man. Awesome. And then Frankie's like, keep this little twerp out of my way.
Yeah, he hates that
He
kid.
hates, I think
Yeah,
he hates
hates
short people.
That could be it. That's a strong hate, though, for a child to have.
Yeah, he was like, man, you brought your kid brother here, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. He's also like the tallest character, too.
Yeah. I don't know. It's got some rage.
So that's pretty much the episode. It is mildly enjoyable. It keeps you engaged enough. But like it's just the Sleepy Hollow tale.
Yeah.
Not really two ways. Doesn't really do anything too crazy. It just kind of retells it again with kids. Overall, it's pretty decent. I like the relationship between Ian and Katie, I guess. That was fun to see. A little bit different.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah. Headless Horseman doesn't really do too much. I think the Ichabod has more screen time.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
But how I would improve this episode that I was thinking is so at the beginning when Ian decides to help her with her Halloween decorations for the big dance on Friday, which is pretty interesting. I've never seen anything have a big banner for something that happened that week.
Yeah.
It's usually like big dance Friday 26th of 13th or whatever.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. It's never like day of or a week of.
Yeah.
But he's putting something on like a basketball hoop as part of his decorations.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it would have been cool if he was like a basketball player. And just for whatever reason, let's just say he threw a pumpkin into the hoop and he's like, decorated.
Yeah.
So I thought that would have been neat because at the end, when he gets the pumpkin, I thought it would have been funny if he did like a and threw the pumpkin on top of the Headless Horseman's head.
That would have been
I thought that would have been dope. I was just thinking about it the whole time. I was like, dang, that would have been cool if we crossed them up.
That would have been sick as hell.
You want your head back? And he does that obscure pool. Have you seen Scary Movie 2?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know the basketball scene when they go to the basement?
I think so.
There's like a skeleton, and because it's a parody of the Nike commercial, where it's just like in all black, just the one spotlight, and you hear like,
oh yeah, it's coming back.
It's coming back. I think it would have been funny if he did that to the horseman.
Oh my god.
or he did that and crossed him up, and then threw his head over the Bridge of Souls threshold.
That would have been pretty
I think
funny.
basketball needs to be more important in movies, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Besides the classic love and basketball.
Yes.
So that's how I would improve the thing.
Oh my god, I love it.
So anyone else have one?
I would have liked the story if it turned out that Ian was Ichabod Crane, because when you see him, you're just like, oh, this dude is a total flake, absolute nerd boat. Like, that would have been really fun for all the, like, you're not going to treat her like this, and, like, all this stuff, like, very old, not chicanery. Dang, what's the word for, like, being nice to someone? Chivalry, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And then, like, at the end, he was just like, oh, Katie, I wish I could stay, and then he just disappears into the night because he's Ichabod.
Because he's the spirit of Ichabod?
Yeah, I think that would have been really fun, for sure.
Oh, there's a scene. Hold on.
Oh, my lord.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, so they go to the place is haunted. Oh, even they got the wheelchair, dude.
Oh my god.
So the place is haunted, and a ball drops down the stairs. This is a scary movie too, by the way. You should see it. It's actually really good.
It's a great movie.
It still holds up. It's
Yeah.
the last of the Wayans brothers for that.
Yeah.
a basketball bounces down, and it's supposed to be like, oh shit, a ball came from the darkness. But then they just start doing the Nike commercials for you.
Oh my god.
You gotta see this. Let me try this up real quick. Hold on. The wheelchair too.
What the fuck?
So anyway, if they just dunked on him, I thought that would have been great.
That would have been pretty funny.
I think I watched those like back to back. They still hold up because they're so. It's just shenanigans. Like the jokes are all physical.
They are, yeah. Especially at the dinner with the little hand.
The little he just touching the food and stuff like that. Oh god, that is a classic movie. They put the never mind. Okay, it's gonna get too dark.
Oh my god.
Too dark and too gross. We'll save that for my other podcast, At the Movies, where we talk about movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this episode is also brought to you by Scary Movie 2.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
Yeah, just watch it.
Just watch it. It holds up.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the movie a lot if I don't just stop right now.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
How would you improve it, Kenny? Or if you would. Or if you could.
You know, I did not like the story at all. From the beginning. Because it was just Sleepy Hollow. And I don't think he should have been initiated into the group off of that bullshit story.
It was a weak story.
It's like someone reading a Wikipedia article and being like, there you go.
He's not worthy. But I understand he has to join.
He's not worthy from that story. And I actually kind of feel like it fits cinematically. Because you think his little brother is going to come with a zinger off the bat? No, he's going to come with a sort of pre-built, pre-baked story, just change a couple things.
Even Betty Ann was like, I have a friend, but he's not ready to tell an initiation story yet.
Yeah, also he wasn't there. So
yeah.
They could have. I guess he can't show up unless you have a story locked.
Yeah.
You gotta have it locked in. Speaking of which, I actually have a great idea. We'll save it for maybe Halloween, but we will have our own stories to tell.
Oh, okay.
We can make up our own. I think we can each make up like a 15-minute story or a plot you can put together.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll keep that in mind. But don't worry. There'll definitely be preparation for this. I'm not going to call everyone in and be like, "What's your story? Think of one right now."
Yeah.
This will be at least a month ahead. You'll have time to write up a quick story.
Yeah.
I will be grading them.
Oh shit! That's an F for me.
Here's your rubric.
So I think that'd be a good idea. Anyway, were you about to say something?
No, I didn't like it at all. I don't know. And then I understand what you were saying there, but when they leave and they're like, "Oh, that was awesome. That was good."
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
They made it seem like it was great. I'm like,
no,
you know this. You heard this in school probably.
Probably did.
Or you saw was the movie out yet? Something was out.
It must have been out around now.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it was out. I don't know. It was a lazy.
Are you really?
A lazy episode.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I do think they should have not went for that was amazing. They should have said, not bad,
Yeah.
we'll see you
You
around.
can do better, yeah.
Now I'm trying to get on the side of the attitude guy.
Yeah.
Like, get your fucking brother out of here, this sucks.
Like,
yeah.
that should have been like phase 1 of the audition. He got to come back and he's got to really sell it. Like,
yeah.
Scariest shit ever.
Especially because, like, in the volume that we're watching, like, there's some of the really, like, this was terrifying to children episodes coming up.
Yeah, I saw it on there. Dead Man's Float is, I think, the last episode of this.
Terrifying.
And Dead Man's Float is one that scared me as a kid.
Yeah.
And I think I did watch it before we had this podcast idea, maybe like 5 months ago. It's pretty solid. Dead Man's Float is one of the stories you say, hey, do you remember this? This is what you give them.
Yeah.
Because it's a good story. The other two I don't really remember. The next episode is going to be Tale of Quicksilver. Actually, yeah, well, you know what? We're going to do 2 next time as well, so we can end on Dead Man's Float.
Yeah, that would actually be good.
What is the... Computer, tell me what episode is next. The Tale of Quicksilver, followed by... The Tale of the Dream
Girl.
Dream Grail. Oh my god, I'm dying.
Oh no.
This chick.
Johnny is being haunted by the girl of his dreams. The dream becomes a nightmare when he discovers the
there really is a girl ghost who's looking for him. So we'll see about that.
Yeah.
And I can buy the rest of these episodes. They're not that expensive.
There are too many fucking kids here.
Yeah, we have all these kids.
I don't know any of them.
Well, actually, there's Tucker again.
Oh, is he young?
But he's still a young Tucker, too.
Yeah.
So,
okay, there's 94.
I wish I could tell you what episode this was from.
Amazon's got all this
shit.
shit.
It says season 1.
It says season 1, but it's a collection. It's not even the real season, so it's really annoying.
What a wild ride.
Yeah.
So all this is wrong.
Yeah, see, volume 1, volume 2.
Yeah, they're all wrong, but they all say like they're in order.
It's really annoying.
I bet there's like episodes in here that are from like episode 1, season 1.
Oh, bet, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll figure out the episode thing a little bit later.
Yeah, I mean, I can even like browse it and fix it up.
Yeah, I mean, all the list is on the wiki that we can easily do.
True. I know how we wrap this up. We watched the movie that came out like last year.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, wasn't it a movie? There was something new. There's a new version of this that came out.
Oh no! You are right.
There was
I didn't do any research because I'm an adult, and this is about a children's show.
Oh my God.
But there actually is. I'll pull it up later. But we have listen. There's episodes.
There's a lot.
There's going to be episodes. Yeah. So subscribe. Put in a comment if you listen to the episode. Put in the comment.
Sausage.
No. Let's see. I want head. Type in I want head in the comments right here because if you support the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
As all. Then if you don't, type what? No head.
Yeah. There you go.
And then we'll know if you listen to the episode.
Yeah, and then the people who didn't listen won't know the secret word.
Yeah.
And then, or the secret phrase, and then when we talk about it next week, they're gonna be like, "What the hell happened?"
When the Are You Afraid of the Dark rapture happens, and they can't give us the code. Well,
yeah, we can't let them into the studio.
Boy, will they have egg on their face.
Yeah. And probably zombie guts.
Zombie guts.
Yeah.
Spooky.
All right, so that was this episode. Things will probably start getting a little bit more structured and organized, but listen, it's a fucking pandemic going on. Do the best we can.
Yeah, like we're just having fun.
We're just having fun here.
Just two bros being fun.
Yeah, staying 6 feet away at all times.
6 feet. Yes.
Remember, parting messages from everybody.
If you're gonna fucking tell a story, don't tell a fucking story that everybody knows already.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Sleepy Hollow story.
Yeah, make one up.
There you go. Make one up.
Fuck you. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. What about you? Any parting words?
If someone routinely asks to eat part of your food and they don't give you food in return, they're a bad friend. Ask for their food.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And don't trust the government.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Sounds about right.
Wow.